Okay, so we're continuing north after that whole Nuka-Cola Ion Brew saga, which was honestly of absolutely no interest to me whatsoever, and I stopped by Covent Garden to drop off some supplies, upgrade a few things. I even got Kira her own combat rifle now, with appropriate ammunition and everything. And yeah, I'm just heading north, basically. And I ran into the British Museum. Now, I'm assuming this is going to be the mother of all distractions, right? That we're going to enter the British Museum and it's going to be a while since we get out. Or, sorry, until we get out, right? But, it's the British Museum. Apparently everything from the last 10,000 years of history is stored here. Did I say stolen? I meant stored.
My name is Terry, and I'm happy to be your guide as you journey Earth's history. But before you begin, a word of warning. If you perchance have wandered into these hallowed halls in search of treasure to loot, go right ahead. I have disabled all of our security systems and encourage you to saunter through each and every corridor without a care in the world. In fact, I suggest you head straight towards our atrium, for there are no traps of any kind awaiting your presence. Have a wonderful day here at the British Museum.
Right. Well, I'm not here to loot the British Museum. In fact, I'm here to liberate it of all the things it holds. The thing is, though, could I perchance go the other route? The route of a naive tourist? That's, shite. Well, there's my answer. Fine. Let's be a little bit more careful. Right? Good. It's in, oh, that's a bit strange. Yeah, the museum's not exactly in a splendid state, is it? No.
Hey, I know we've had quite a strenuous relationship. What with me trying you and you insisting on staying alive. But I want to ask you for a favor. Can you take one of these clocks with you? This is not a trap. I swear none of them are jerry-rigged to explode, or something inane like that. I just have far too many of these clocks, and need to get rid of some of them. So, how about you help the wrong girl, Terry, and take one of these godforsaken clocks with you? You know what? I changed my mind. I wasn't lying when I said I wanted you to take one of these clocks. It's just, I didn't expect you to pick that one. I was quite fond of that one, and now I think I want to keep all of my clocks. Can you put them back, please?
Do you want me to actually do it? I don't think that's gonna work.
Oh, you're just going to ignore me, huh? Fine. Don't go calling for my help when you're being burned to death by one of my robots or something. One time, a particular crafty thief managed to sneak all the way into this very room you're standing on. They believe this Lewis Chessman is to be a trap, and tried to carefully move it out of the way. This was, of course, an awful idea. The beast slowly slipped out of its pedestal and crushed him to death. I was honestly astonished by such a blatant display of idiocy. I almost considered erecting a statue in that thief's honor. But then I thought, no, I won't do that, and so I didn't do it.
You messed with the wrong treasure hunter and her trusty sidekick.
Right. Kira, I gotta ask, isn't this the sort of stuff...
I owe you an apology.
You do? The great Kira? An apology?
Never mind. Some other time, perhaps.
Okay, yeah, sure, some other time, when we are done with the museum. My question was, isn't this the sort of stuff that you just absolutely adore? And is that the reason that's the reason I'm getting the apology, aren't I? Although I'm not sure on what for.
The Sutton Hoo helmet, a masterpiece of Anglo-Saxon craftsmanship.
Oh, I'm absolutely taking that.
During a 1939 excavation of the Sutton Hoo ship burial. One can't help but marvel at its extravagance.
Well, it's associated with King Redwald of East Anglia.
Congratulations. You have just placed your grubby little fingers on a helmet that once belonged to Anglo-Saxon King Redwald.
Yes, I did.
I am so happy to see you smear this delicately ornate piece of history with your dirty hands.
Good.
Please don't hold yourself back. Insert your grotesquely misshapen head and bend the ancient craftsmanship of this relic to your vicious will, you mongrel.
I absolutely will. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Just to annoy you. I'm going to wear it. I was looking for a helmet. And I guess now I found it. Stunning collection of Chinese ceramics is outstanding for its beauty, rarity, and so on and so forth. These I'm not going to touch, because what am I going to do with them? Turn them into laser weapons or something? No. These can stay.
Oh, goodness. Look at what happened to the seating in the Western Gallery. It's going to take me ages to try and clean this up.
I don't think you've been doing any cleaning whatsoever, and...
My dear thief, can you please just die already, so I can go back to fixing this place? It would be so helpful. Just jump into somewhere and die for me, please.
Smells musty.
No. Sorry. Can't really do that.
You're going to take good care of that, aren't you? That's 2,000 years of history, right there in your hands.
I will! I know you're not going to believe me. I know you're thinking me a regular hooligan or something.
Display in the moronic humans section.
I know. You think me an absolute moron and just a regular hooligan who wants to just plunder all of this and... Oh, I can't disarm it. It's interesting. Really? There's a reason I went around.
Thief, you stand before the body of my creator. His name was... No, hang on. This isn't my creator. This is one of the ruthless thieves I murdered in cold blood, much like I'll do with you. I'm so sorry. I always get these confused.
Converted heavy machine gun. Oh, okay, so, hello, Mr. Hooligan, first and foremost. Converted heavy machine gun. It fires 5mm rounds, it's fully automatic. This is an MG3, isn't it? Or an MG42, or one of the variants, right? Okay, the recoil on that thing is unbearable. If I could turn it into a semi-automatic weapon, which is a sin, I am aware, but it just...
I hate that thing. I hate else. Behold their magnificence, the epitome of Sumerian style and craftsmanship. Check out the standard of ore in the center.
Companion, furnish me
One
with
can't
light.
help but imagine the ancient Mesopotamians proudly parading this around, perhaps using it to store their tea leaves, or as a rather extravagant biscuit tin. Don't you go touchy-touchying now.
This area is clear. Proceeding with search protocol. Violence will not be tolerated.
Okay. Doesn't seem particularly useful anyway.
Clear. Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, they're on the other side of the door, don't worry.
Law-abiding citizens, please leave the area. Scanning for hostiles.
I swear I saw something. Come, companion. Victory awaits.
One down.
Quit lollygagging, sidekick. There's trouble about.
Really? Okay.
I'm sure we'll find a use for that sometime.
Do not be alarmed. Order will be restored soon. Please stand by.
I nearly shot you, come on.
I say, are you my mummy? Mummies where ancient Egyptians decrypt the wrapped in layers of linen and ink.
Use of deadly force.
These preserved remains offer a glimpse into a world shrouded in mystery, where pharaohs ruled with divine authority, and the afterlife held the promise of eternal reward.
Put down your weapon.
With their enigmatic expressions and carefully preserved bodies, these mummies stand as silent sentinels of a bygone era, captivating visitors with tales of ancient rituals and timeless legacies.
Yes, and I'm assuming we're going to hear shockingly little about how they got here, right? Thought so. Thought so.
Use of deadly force is in progress.
Did you know that there was a mummy covered in chocolate and nuts that was discovered in Egypt? Archaeologists believe it may be a Pharaoh Rocher.
Okay, fair enough. Even I'm going to applaud that one. Even I'm going to applaud that one. That was pretty good. Alright, that's... What the frick?
A protect?
Maybe don't use rockets in the museum? Oh, it's the thing from the episode with the thing, yeah, of course. Of course, there's a TARDIS inside the Royal Museum.
Right, is that
I'll get it. All good. Oh, did he trigger a trap? He did. Right. And didn't get damaged by it? Okay. Yeah, not quite sure how that ended up there. The mannequins, though, don't exactly understand why they're part of the museum.
Here we find ourselves amid the treasures of Africa within the hallowed halls of the British Museum. These artifacts tell the tales of civilizations that thrived under the African sun, where we bless the rains down in Africa, from the mighty kingdoms of the Nile to the rich cultures of the savannas and jungles.
Well, listen, you may bless the rains down in Africa all you want. Are you trying to tell me that
Enduring legacies, painting
it was Africa that invented fragmentation landmines?
And lo, as you bask in the splendor of these artifacts, I guess it's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you.
True, first of all. Second of all, you talk about Africa, the continent, right? Bless the rains down in Africa and all that. I'm pretty sure you're talking about sub-Saharan Africa here, which is an important distinction because we had a room dedicated to Egypt, and I know you're an AI and all that, but you might want to check where Egypt is. Because it's... I mean, contrary to what you might think given the history of the British Museum, but it's not in Europe, no. So, yeah.
You know what, Thief? I think you're the first human to step foot into this room in the last 100 or so years. It's honestly quite an accomplishment. Most of the other thieves died several rooms back, but you managed to stay alive, despite all of my attempts.
Right, what is this?
A round of applause. Can you stand still for a moment while I find the applause command? It won't take me more than just a second. All you have to do is stand right there.
Briefly admire the Hostec goddess sculpture.
Press the applause button instead of the trap button. Silly me. Such a silly mistake. It's enough to make you want to stand completely still as I activate my trap.
I disarmed the trap if you're talking about the...
Okay. I believe I have what you humans call a programming problem. Let's just pretend you didn't hear all of that. And, oh, it was actually a trap all along.
Right, fine. I'm still waiting.
Damn it. Fine. You can move on.
I was trying to be a sport about it, I was waiting for the trap and everything, even though I disabled the...
Ramesses II, or as I like to call him, Ramesses the really rather regal. Because nothing
that him?
says I'm compensating for something quite like building a gazillion statues of yourself. Oh dear, Mr. Ramesses II, the pharaoh with the most statues to his name since, well, ever. I mean, talk about an ego trip. You'd think he was trying to build a pyramid out of all the statues of himself. But hey, who are we to judge? If you've got it, flaunt it, right?
Hostile target identified.
Yeah, that's true actually about the, about what the plaque says about the paint on the statue. Most ancient statues were painted. You only see them like this, and you know, like the typical ones we tend to imagine nowadays, because the paint's worn off. The same was true, I think, with the pyramids. They had a layer of
During my first few years on
limestone, I want to say, on top.
visitors would stare at this
Made them appear very
ridiculous piece for hours on end.
bright and white against
I
the
thought it strange that humans
background and stuff.
by what amounted to a series
But-
of faint scribbles upon a generic stone.
Be identified and sanctioned.
So yeah, the ancient world was really full of colour. Not all the colours we use today. Some of them were really an Ubar crown. I'm taking this as well. Hold on. I know what this is.
Attention. Fugitives should be considered armed and dangerous.
I think I've seen the original somewhere in Boston at some point. If you know what I mean, right? Yeah, anyways. The Rosetta Stone. Didn't we have the Rosetta Stone back there? Alright, anyways. This looks more like the real thing anyway.
Cast your eyes over Bucephalus, the noble steed of Alexander the Great. Because nothing says I'm a conqueror quite like riding into battle on a horse named after something sounding like an ST. I suppose it's better than calling him Stubby or Mr. Fluffs, but still.
I understand this is your attempt at humor, but
Please clear the area until order has
I mean,
restored.
no. Didn't realise he opened the door for me. Rather helpful that robot, this, opening the doors for me and all that. Oh. You're trying to self-destruct.
That's how it's done.
What the hell exploded there? Christ, okay. That's fine. Pasty. Maybe we can take the Nuka-Colas. Yeah. Get rid of some of the stuff clogging up the inventory.
Frieze. Because who needs cinema when you've got Greek drama carved into marble? And I'm not just talking about their attempts of repatriation. Legally purchased by Lord Elgin, the Elgin Marbles, or the Parthenon Frieze, is like the world's oldest soap opera, complete with dramatic poses and scandalous storylines. I can just imagine the ancient Athenians sitting around, gossiping about their favorite marble characters over a cup of wine. Shame that current-day Greeks can't do this. Alexander III of Macedon. A man so legendary, even his enemies couldn't help but be impressed. I mean, who else could conquer the known world and still find time for a spot of poetry?
You'd be surprised.
It's like he was the original multitasker, except instead of juggling terminal messages and meetings, he was juggling empires and conquests.
Well, you say that, but the Persians actually did a lot of conquering before he did. And before the Greeks did, in general, right?
Hunt of Ashurbanipal, where ancient kings showcased their prowess in the art of big game hunting. But imagine this. A twist
Why is
in the
there a
tale
radstag
where the
hide there?
hunter becomes the hunted. Picture a scenario where a dedicated machine turns the tables on the unsuspecting museum intruder. As you stand before the majestic relief, admiring the ancient scene, suddenly you hear the whirring of gears and the clanking of metal. Before you know it, you're caught in a modern-day lion hunt, with 10 hot on your heels. It's a reminder that even in the most serene of museum settings, one should always be prepared for the unexpected.
And you would describe this museum as serene in nature. Sculpted reliefs on alabaster panels that line this gallery illustrate the illustrate the tunnel cough I got. Hunting rituals of the last great Assyrian king, Ashurbanipal, who lived between 668 and 630 BC. Well, at least we're using BC. And AD still, so... I approve of that.
Thought as much. Nothing there after all.
Right.
Why are you still here? Is it because the sight of religious idols and books has confused you and shocked you to your very core? No response, I'll mark you down as both mute and incredibly stupid.
Why am I here, you ask? Well... part of the reason is I get the feeling there's more to this museum than what you just showed me.
Ooh, get a whiff of that.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. Even though I... Right.
Much like a perplexed creature in the wild, it finds itself trapped in a cycle of frustration. Oh, bother. I unlocked the doors. Well, there's a twist. You must forgive me for the state of this particular atrium. We used to have a staff of cleaning robots, but they're all gone. Not dead, mind you. That is physically impossible. No, I merely tried to reprogram them into the machines that would deal with... Once upon a time, humankind venerated figures like this
I
one.
smelled worse, but not much worse.
According to my archives, this was thought to be a figure of wealth. And many cultures believed that if you were to throw yourself before its feet, then the figure would grant you riches beyond your wildest belief. I find it rather strange how your species was capable of transferring all of its magical thinking onto human-like statues, as if you were little godlike beings. Just molding life out of clay and stone, and I have no idea what this one is. Your guess is as good as mine.
Right. Is this the weird segment of the...
Did you hear that? Got you. Now we get back to some decent, honest looting.
of the British Museum?
Come on, you're not fooling me.
Right, well, okay, now I've gone in a loop again, okay. Okay. Well, there's a weapons station. I do want to see what I can do with the... yes, so unfortunately, the HMG can't be switched to semi-automatic. Yeah, and then it has... There's an improved barrel, a standard barrel, poor range and stability. Why is it... Oh. That's weird. So you work up to the standard barrel. That's... Usually the repurposed and the improved are upgrades from the standard one, but no, here's the standard one is the best one you can get. It's a bit strange. And you can have the assault drum and the large assault drum. And the iron sights, compensator and improved compensator as a muzzle. And then armor piercing, incendiary or high explosive ammo. Heavy machine gun 5mm ammo. Or I can change it to 303. I'm noticing, however, that it doesn't change the damage output of the gun, so why would I go to 303? 5mm is more, well, it's cheaper. And there's more of it. Okay. So we learned that about the HMG. I'm now wondering what the hell it is I'm supposed to do in this particular room, because... Ah, right, there is a great big door. I thought that was part of the wall, and like...
The might. So terrifying, oversized robot. It's me. It's like stumbling upon the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, only with more bolts and less bluster. Excuse me, dear colossal thorn in my robotic buttocks, but it seems this museum isn't quite big enough for the both of us. I literally need you.
What did that do? Teddy, I think I did something. What are you doing? Okay. British Museum safe. Ah! That's what I need. There's the treasure at the end of the rainbow, so to speak. Sorry. So, Techno-Electric Robotic Repository of Yore. Derry. Commissioned in the twilight years preceding the Resource War, Terry stands as a testament to humanity's enduring commitment to preserving its cultural heritage. Oh, its cultural heritage. Well, humanity as a whole, I suppose. It's such a weak-ass argument, though. System alerts, security protocols. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Turret override. Okay, we've shut down the turrets. System malfunction. Open atrium safe. Shutdown sequence. Teddy? Are you alright, buddy? Okay, let's see what we have here. 32 rounds, 455 rounds. Alloyed metal helmet, Crude revolver, not so good. Ornate arrows. Ornate bow. The Mongol bow is a type of recurved composite bow historically used in Mongolia and by the horse archers of the Mongol Empire. I mean, this is bloody amazing, is what it is. Absolutely, yes. Roy service revolver pistol, don't need it. Shape charges, stone point arrows. You were hiding a bow? That's where you were hiding? Do I even need to go up here? Part of me feels like yes is the answer, but oh, these were turrets! Oh, right. And they were supposed to shoot at me, but for some reason didn't really happen, right? Well, look, I don't want to turn Terry off. I really don't. He's kind of adorable and cute, and you know, he's got all that knowledge about stuff. A horrible sense of humor, but also he knows things. So yeah, you know, you can stay on. Really don't have a problem with you in any way, shape, or form. But we did try and repurpose the maintenance machines to killer robots, but you know. I gotta forgive him a few things. I kind of don't blame him as well. There's probably God knows how many raiders tried to get in here and steal stuff. Speaking of, wait, aviator goggles. Aviator goggles, perception 1. Oh, right. I had to take these off because of the reason. That is a comically large bow. That is comically large. Okay, I just wanted to check this bit out again. Now it just opens back to the place I came from. Alright. Let's get out of here.